Hey Glass Gang, thanks for tuning in. Tonight I'm playing on Xbox, and if you want to join, you can join me by adding my gamer tag in the description. At some point I'll also be joined by the Orange Cowboy. So that'll be fun. He has a bunch of wanted posters that he wants to do with you guys, so that'll be fun. All right, let's head over into the wasteland. Shout out to Heisenberg Finn, J Swim, King Shots 89, Not an Alien, RUV Chaos, Romulus X226, Nuka Radwolf. Thank you so much for being here, Glass Gang. How's everyone's night doing? Also want to shout out our Discord members in the chat, Big Mark 0299 and Mac 1122 GG. If you're not a Discord member, you should join today. Discord link in description if you want to find a community to play with. It's a lot of fun. We have members on every platform. And there's no obligation to join the membership to join our Discord. Thank God it's Friday. I agree. It was a long week. A very, very long week. I gotta tell you, it's stressful. It's stressful sometimes in the real world, but luckily we have video games to take our minds off of it and just kind of go into the disassociation of reality. Am I right? I don't know. But tonight we're going to be doing some fun activities. So I'm going to start it off pretty chill here. Just gonna make a team Big Play Ray Ray's in the world. GG. Haven't seen him in a while. One of our OG Glass Gang members. Wonder if he's on a team. Yeah, it's been a long, actually, couple of weeks. I've been trying to find a new place to live. And let me tell you, it is not easy. It is not easy. So, I really apologize for the lack of uploads, gang. I haven't had time. I've been visiting places and viewing places and trying to organize things and get furniture and appliances and all that, and it's just kind of, draining me. So, trying to find a better place to live that I won't have so much problems. Where I can stream more without it bothering others. Also, this house I live in currently has a problem with mold, and it's just not good for my health, so. 1000% disassociation is the way to cope. It really is. Like, that's not even jokes. It's literal reality. And that's okay. I think that's why we're all drawn to these types of games. We get to take out our frustrations on these big dumb NPCs and just blow holes into them. It's so much fun. It is really rough. Like, a lot. The biggest problem is price inconsistencies and location. And what I mean by price inconsistencies is, like, I saw some apartments that they're asking $1,500 a month, okay? And it is a dump. It is a straight dump. And then I saw some apartments that were beautiful and they're asking like $1,400, literally less, but they're much further away. So I just don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. Landlords are cracked these days. But yeah, it was really strange. That, and a lot of places don't allow dogs. They allow cats, but not dogs. And like, I've had my dog for 13 years. I can't just like, you know, give her up. Come on. The thing is too, is like, I find it strange that people allow dogs and not cats. Maybe someone might know in the chat. Maybe someone knows why they do that. I genuinely don't know. There probably is a reason, but in my personal opinion of having a cat and having a dog, like, I've had both. And cats do substantially more damage. Like, they claw the crap out of everything, and you can't declaw them anymore. At least not here. It's not legal to declaw your cat here. Like, it's actually illegal. So, like, I just don't get it. My dog doesn't do any damage. She's docile, she's old, she just lays around all day. The worst thing she can do is stink up the place. Like, actually. She farts too much. I just don't understand. And I met some really, really nice people. Like, people that I would want to rent from that I felt like were most likely decent people. And they just couldn't get around my dog. So, it's been tough. Real life sucks. Let's go live in a nuclear wasteland. For real, like, actually, what a dilemma. When you put it that way, it is actually, like, borderline psychotic. Some landlords think cats are cleaner. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, if a dog isn't house trained, I can see that, but, like, like, cats throw their poop around. Mature cats do that when they're mad at you. They go in their litter box and they dig it all up and stuff. It's gross. And then they walk in it and then they walk all over the place. Yo. If you know, you know. But yeah, it's like everywhere that I've tried to rent or get information from, cats allowed, dogs not allowed. Which I do want to get a cat someday, but I don't want to get a cat when Maya is still around. Because she doesn't like cats. She's afraid of them. She was attacked really bad by a cat when she was a puppy. So it's kind of why. I just want to make sure that she can live out the rest of her years in peace and comfort and not feel overshadowed or in fear of another animal in the house. There's only one place that's actually looking promising for me. This lady has a cute little spot, and it said no dogs, no cats, but I showed her pictures of my dog and I explained to her a little bit how she is. You know, she's really really chill. She's a really chill dog. And super docile, super friendly. She only has like maybe a year or two, you know. Labs live 13, 14 years. She's 13. My last lab died at 13, so she was a little bit more understanding, and she told me she would talk about it with her partner since they co-own the building, and she seemed like she wasn't totally against me bringing my dog, so that's exciting because it was actually one of the cleanest looking places that I found. It's in an old part of town, a little bit far away from here, but that's okay. But it's like in a downtown area, and it looks super cozy. It's a tiny apartment, but I'm totally okay with that. I like tiny, less cleaning, less junk laying around. It forces you to live within your means and your bare minimums. Dogs tend to bark and be loud, so to avoid noise complaints. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, Chaos. Okay. Yeah, cats definitely aren't loud. Dogs are definitely loud, especially my dog. But she always comes with me. That's the only problem I ever had with her living with her at apartment buildings was I found out that when I would leave the apartment, she would just bark nonstop until I came back. And I didn't know this for like the first couple weeks I was living in my apartment, and this is like a couple years ago, and there was complaints made, and management told me about it. They were like, your dog freaks out every time you leave, can you do something about that? So she has separation anxiety, which is pretty common with labs. Labs are like that. They're super loyal, they're extremely loyal, and they just worry about you when you're not like 3 inches from them. So yeah, no Glassy McFluffy pants tonight though, gang. I just don't have the energy. It's been a draining week. I feel like I have to be performative, and also I feel like I have to like be funnier. And I also feel like I have to always keep an eye on the cam to make sure it's not broken and stuff like that. So it's just a lot. I just don't have the energy. I'm sorry. Go far on the scoreboard. Let's go. King shots. That's really far. My guy blew past 150. Thank you, Mad Matt. Not tiny, cozy. Exactly. And it's an old building, but like heat and power's included and stuff like that. So I'm not too worried about it like costing me a lot on electricity, which is nice. But what I like about it being an old building is you should see the interior. Like, it has old windows and old, like, furnishings and stuff like that. And it's been all repainted, and it's very clean. I like it a lot. I think it'll be a good spot for me. I just hope that her husband is okay with my doggo. And to be honest, like, after I found that out about Maya having separation anxiety, I started bringing her with me everywhere, which is totally okay, right? The only time I ever leave the house is to go get groceries, and at most she'll end up staying like 10 minutes in my car. And so I'll usually like put on some music, some Alice in Chains or something, and put on some AC or the heat, depending on if it's winter or summer. And she's always chill. She has her little bed back there. She has her dog bed in the back of my car. It's a hatchback, so it's not like I'm putting her in the trunk. The entire back of my car is just for her. She even has toys back there, little stuffies. How's internet infrastructure for the area you plan on moving to? That was another thing. So, yeah, because internet's not included in the rent, I'll just have to get my own rent. So once I have, or sorry, I'll have to get my own internet. So once I have the green light, like if they're okay with it, with my dog, then I'm gonna call up like Bell or Rogers and figure out if I can get good high-speed internet to that location, because that's another problem. You're totally right. Like if they can't bring fiber op to my location, then I can't move there because it just won't work with streaming. Hey Glass, just wanted to say thank you again. Someone from your Discord helped me with a set of civil engineer armor with the mods. I was able to finally solo EN06 and Snake easily. Let's go, Big C54. That's awesome. GG. There you go. I knew you could do it. And I'm so happy the Discord hooked you up. There's a bunch of generous people in the Discord, and it wouldn't be the same without you guys. You make it what it is, and it's pretty great, I gotta say it. What's over here? Apparently I have a grunt over here. Let's go take care of that. If you guys want to join, add my gamer tag in the description below. I'll add you back, and you can join the world. We're farming bounties. It's gonna be a pretty chill night. Just doing some bounty hunting and chill. For score. If you didn't know, it's a good way to farm score for the scoreboard. I hope you guys are saving up your gold bullion, because what's her name is gonna have, Minerva's gonna have a full set of Brotherhood Recon available soon on April the 6th. So I'm trying to save it up too. I keep forgetting to go get my gold on my PlayStation and PC character, which is a problem because they're the ones that need it the most. But hopefully I can remember enough times to have enough gold to have a full set of Brotherhood Recon soon. That would be nice. You know what's a fun fact? I never completed the main quest of the Burning Springs update on any of my characters. It just did not interest me. I'll have to do that sometime. I'll have to actually complete it. I just don't have time. When I'm playing, I'm testing builds, I'm trying to rework builds, I'm trying to update builds, and I'm trying to upload them, you know? That's all I do when I play. And when I'm not doing that, it's because I'm streaming with you guys. I do streams with viewers to either do raids with viewers or do bounties. Because it breaks it up for me. It makes it fun. It's fun to play with you guys and get to meet my fans and have some fun together. I haven't seen much of the Bigfoot anymore. Seems to be a pretty rare occurrence now, actually. I find cats are like vampires. They sleep all day and come alive when the sun goes down. That's 100% facts, Robert. That is what happens. That's why you can't let them sleep. You see your cat sleeping, you go wake that little guy up and you throw a super ball around or something. I see that because my old cat Billy used to love super balls. The bouncy balls. I call them super balls, but he used to love them, so I would throw them around all day to keep him tired out. I spent my 200 posters and I learned the Elementalist and Fierce mod. Benedek, let's go! That's amazing! So it's her dog limo then. Yes. She has a bed back there. She has... what else? She has at least 2 of her stuffies back there. And she has this little thing that I use to help her get up into the car. Because it's just a small car, but she's old, so she has trouble like jumping up into it. So I have like this little rubber like mat that comes down that acts like a sort of like, kind of like stairs. It just helps her grip herself when she like jumps up in the car. And then I have a platform thing that helps support her bed so it doesn't like move around. And she has a leash also so that she's tied in for her safety. Not spoiled at all. But yeah, the entire back of my car is hers. Everything from the front seat back. Cats are the only cats that have reptile slit eyes and hiss like a snake. Lions have pupils. So do cougars. Even tigers and cheetahs. It's wild that cats... It's wild. Cats are scary. Now that you say that, that is kind of wild. They do have snake eyes and they do hiss. I really do feel like my fixer build is better for all-around daily drive ability, because with the Elder's Mark, it kind of feels like it needs to wind up in order to start doing the good damage on like just about everything else, right? And it's less noticeable in bossing because, you know, pre-stacking bullet storm, stuff like that, and then just mag dumping the snake. With 200 rounds, you end up sitting at 20 stacks of bullet storm, giving it 180% more damage. And it feels really good once you have that 20 stack or near it. But my fixer build doesn't worry about that. It doesn't have bullet storm, and it just feels like really good all the time. No matter what I'm doing, no matter what targets I'm targeting, it's just good. It's good on AP, it hits hard. It doesn't blow through ammo. Actually, kind of want to start maining it on my PC character, because I do enjoy it every time I jump on Xbox. This is the only character that I have my fixer build on, and I love it. Trying to hit the machines every day to get it. Right? I'm so trying to remember to do that too, but it's so hard. I always forget. And then I'm like, no, I missed out on gold again today. I wish there was like a daily reminder thing in your Pip-Boy, like, have you gotten gold today? We need something. But yeah, we don't. If you're new to the channel, hit like, hit subscribe, and turn on bell notifications. I live stream and upload weekly, Fallout 76 content, and stream with viewers. If you want to have a chance to join my stream when I go live, it can be hard to join after I'm already live. You'll want to turn on bell notifications and set it to all notifications. It'll notify you as soon as I go live. Another thing I noticed is it just has so much range. The fixer has so much range. Where the Elder's Mark really feels like it's more of an up close and personal weapon. And it could actually do better at the snake if it had more range for that reason. It really could. But I'm impressed that this build doesn't even have bullet storm, and this This fixture will still single phase the in 06 without limit breaking, without bullet storm. It's genuinely a well-rounded, fun-to-use daily driver or bossing build. Is Orange in the chat? Orange! GG! Let's get him in the party. It's party time. Oh yeah, does anyone know how to unlock the brewing machine? I bought the Nuka Diner brewer and I can't even craft it. That should be a sin. Like, if they sell you a skin for an item, it should automatically unlock crafting that item. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Let's get the Orange Cowboy in the chat. Wow, it's looking like it's not working. Party failed to invite. Please try again. Why am I not surprised? Every single time. Game bar is trash. I have to go in app settings, click terminate and repair app, and then try again, and it usually works. Failed to send party invite. What is going on with this busted app? Holy. Sorry for the delay, gang. It's not working. Stupid app makes me reset it like 3-4 times before it'll actually send him an invite. Does this every time. I have to find a new way to invite him. Wow, it's not working at all tonight. It won't even let me make a party chat. Like, I'm trying to make a party chat and then invite him. Doesn't work. Of course. I'm gonna keep trying, though, because trying is half the battle. Failed to send party invite. Please try again. My guy, I just tried like 46 times. Stupid and useless app. I'm gonna like write an honest review on the Microsoft Store. This is garbage. Why did you bring up the cost of this service and not bring up the quality of it? Xbox, what's the deal with that? Charging us twice the price now and you haven't improved anything. I'm gonna call that theft. Yeah, it's not working at all. It just keeps saying failed to send party invite. Orange, if you can, try sending me a party invite. Maybe I can still receive them. Because if it wants me to restart my PC, I can't do that. It's gonna kill the stream. It's like nothing is working right now. Hey, Walkie Slush. GG. You can buy gold from Smiley once a week if you have the caps to burn. That's true. I haven't completed the main quest though on my PC character yet. I'm so slow at questing. It's just I've done the main quest before, you know, on my main character, and I'm just not interested in doing it. But I know I have to, because if I want to drop nukes and buy gold from Smiley and all this other stuff, and regs, then I have to, you know, but... This is really BS. I don't understand why it's not working. How else would I be able to get in a party chat with the Orange Cowboy? Maybe through Discord? Should we try Discord, Orange? Start voice call. Orange? Hello? Okay, so we do... I hear you, but I don't know if chat hears you because for whatever reason, Discord is sending the sound to my desktop speaker. Input profile. Mic test. Okay, speaker. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Razor Kraken Kitty. There we go. Let's go. Alright, do you hear me now? Hello?
I hear you.
Perfect! Wow, you sound totally different through Discord. You actually sound like 10 times clearer on Discord.
Do I sound better in Discord?
Yeah, like you sound so much better through Discord. We're gonna start recording your vocals through Discord instead, because this is insane. Chat, I'm not crazy, right? Like, he does sound better than usual, right?
Already bought ice cream. Too late now.
This is it? This is the meta?
This is the new
Discord?
meta. Discord.
Oh, thanks, Walkie. Sound lovely. Well, I bet you sound lovely too. Huh.
Hey! You just made me yawn!
I just sighed. That's all I did. I just, huh. And then you yawned. That's on you. You gotta lock in here.
Nah, it's totally your fault.
Mm-mm.
If any of you guys like to build camps and you like this camp, I built it on streams. If you want to watch how I did that, it's on the channel. It's called Build This Camp. Pop's Pizza Shop. Has all kinds of little tricks to it. If you want to get some good pizza. Oh, what the heck?
Well, what? Let me check something. Let me.
There was like 10 mole rats on my roof.
So you're saying what you're saying is your place is Aki. It's got mole rats everywhere.
Well, it's actually what we put in the pizza. It's what keeps our customers coming.
It's the mole rats?
Yeah.
You throw a mole rat?
Mole rat pepperoni.
Nice.
It's fire. It's literally just been like a sellout here at Pop's Pizza. It sells out. We can't keep it in stock. Luckily, my generators just happen to attract mole rats, so it's pretty neat. Walkie! Walkie, guess what? You're a 6-month Glass Gang member, GG! Thank you so much for your contribution and support to the Glass Gang. Cowboy much clearer on Discord. I see that. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
That's so
I'm no
weird.
longer a little robot. Am I no longer a robot?
You actually sound like you have a professional mic. Like, you sound like a streamer, Orange.
That's awesome. The new meta. Confirmed. New meta.
Yeah, it is the new meta. We won't even touch Game Bar anymore. It's so annoying. It keeps having me reset it.
Yeah, and then it seems like today it's just been having all sorts of issues, like Xbox across the board, like party chat's just not working, period.
Exactly. I do play on PlayStation sometimes, Trent and Rich, usually like once a weekend. So like I will be on PlayStation tomorrow. So if you want to add me on PlayStation, I have the same gamer tag on PlayStation. It's xXMsGLASSXx, and I'll be doing the same kind of live stream tomorrow at the same time.
I'm gonna launch a nuke, by the way.
Cool. Did you see John Rush was like, big things coming to the wasteland?
I've heard, I don't know what it is, but I saw like a bunch of stuff in my news feed about it.
I hope it's crossplay.
I've been told from like quite a few people that that's something that they're actually trying to do.
I hope so. It'd be so nice. I would cancel Fallout first on like my other 2 accounts and just keep going with my main. I would just go back to playing on Xbox.
And the thing that's like kind of crazy to me, right? And that's kind of why in my head I was thinking that no, there's no way they would do crossplay because that would only hurt their Fallout First sales, right? Like if I was a bit,
100%.
If I was totally business oriented, I assume it would only hurt them. But I'm all for it if a company wants to actually do that, and actually think about the players. I'm all for it. But I'm conditioned through other games to just not think that way anymore, but it'd be awesome if they did.
Yeah, I think they can't go wrong. It's a huge win either way for the community. Even if their piggy bank takes a hit, they would look less selfish than they currently look.
Right? They're like, don't worry, Xbox doubled their prices, but we kind of cut ours in half because you don't have to have multiple.
Yep.
But yeah.
But it would
they could be the hero. Be the hero, Bethesda.
Big update coming. Adds new chair to the Atomic Shop. Imagine.
Yes. Does the chair give me a buff?
It's a buff. You don't feel lonely for 6 hours.
That's huge. Immediate S tier on the list right there.
S tier. No boyfriend, no problem.
We got the boyfriend pillow. Have you seen that?
Oh my god. I have seen like the anime waifu body pillows.
Yeah, it's basically that.
Oh my god. They have a boyfriend version. Oh, I need it.
Yeah, get the...
I'll buy you one too.
Oh yeah, so you don't want to have me feeling left out.
Exactly.
I hopped in a silo, not even knowing if I have nuke cards on me, so this could be awkward. Haha, How do I have 25 on me, actually? Why the heck do I have 25 on me? That's just a lot of weight.
Your wife buys herself one because you're always gaming.
Hey, I have been doing a lot better, doing less gaming, so...
Actually? Because, like, I see you play 3 different games a day.
Okay, that's fair point.
Monster Hunter Wilds, Power World, and Fallout is what I see you play all the time. But I am happy to hear that because that's good. That's gonna help. It's gonna help. It's good.
Yep. I make an effort.
You can't blame her, you know. I mean,
no, I can't.
You put a lot of hours into games.
She puts up with it. She's a trooper.
She is. I would have dumped you by now. I would have been like, this guy's a loser. No, I'm kidding.
You won't be wrong.
Like, I play games, but dang. My guy just lives in the game. No, I'm just trolling you, Orange.
No, that's true. Like, genuinely, like, like, I've played certain games for 10 years. Like, it's crazy that I've played, like, Warframe that long. Like,
apparently I just got a suffix from doing this bounty. Player title, boiled.
you gotta get the stinky prefix.
I already have it.
You do? It's the best one.
Hideout.
You should have seen you should have seen her reaction when she saw my my title in Fallout.
Abandoned house husband.
Yeah.
Your wife saw that?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She was like, "Are you?" She was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Oh my god, Orange. You're gonna end up like divorced before your 1-year anniversary.
Right.
You're gonna have a Britney Spears marriage.
Oh, Crimson Desert. I've heard a lot about that. Although I don't know what the
old
game's
ball
about.
and chain.
Crimson Desert. The only thing I know about it is I saw that the game devs were having like a laugh that like a lot of the players are just getting like an army of cats rather than like progressing in the story.
Oh, in Crimson Desert? That's so funny. To be honest, like I have had a relationship fall apart due to my like gaming too much, and I was totally okay with it. I was like, you know what? I'm happy, you know? Sometimes that's just how it is. I mean, I'm not saying that for you, obviously. I'm just saying that for me because, like basically, when I was in this relationship, any hobby I had was looked at as a waste of time. Like, I wasn't giving my partner enough affection. Any hobby I had.
Yeah.
And, like, at one point, I had started playing guitar, and I bought a guitar, and I wanted to learn guitar. And I basically gave it up, like, less than a year, because every time I would pick up the thing and turn it on, I would get, like, the cold shoulder for 2 days. Or for the rest of the day, I mean. But...
No, dang.
It's, like, weird.
Yeah, it's when you come across someone where you'll, like, put down your hobbies to go spend time with them, then you know you got something.
Yeah, when you want to do that, yes, of course. I guess it comes with the territory, right? Like, in your case, you love your wife and things, you guys have been together for a long time, and you have made the adult decision that you realize and acknowledge you put too much time into it, and so you're scaling back your time, and that's appropriate. That's a green flag. That's good. That's what you need to do. But in my situation, I was already fed up with my partners. I didn't really care. I did it more.
You're like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Whatever.
Yep. Poor Orange. Don't pity him. He doesn't need it.
I'll take all the pity I can get.
He brought it on himself. Screw that guy, facts. Actually, there's a lot worse that guy did to me, and that's why it ended up that way. Like, he tried to keep some things from me. He lied about, like, basically who he was in the beginning to make himself seem like something he wasn't, and probably to be more appealing and more attractive, and it's so many red flags. Get the chonky cats and put them in armor.
So
I kind of have to play this game now if we can collect cats.
yeah, that's all I've been seeing about it. People like literally collect the cats, they put them in like the cute armor sets and stuff, and they're like, all right, on to the next one.
Army of cats. Holy, okay. I kind of want to play it now. Everyone's saying W orange in the chat.
Heck yeah.
Your wife seems nice too. Like, I've never actually talked to her, but like I've seen pictures of her, and you two are a nice couple. I have to admit it. I have to say, you look cute together.
Oh, thanks. Oh, who should I drop this nuke on?
I kind of want to say neurological just because it lasts longer. Like, anytime we do nukes with the Glass Gang, the bosses get
Alright.
melted in 10 seconds.
I don't think I've done neurological since this update, so that's what we'll do.
It just lasts longer because they're bullet sponges.
Yeah, they're unbelievably tanky. It'll give me maybe enough time to eat a couple tacos.
Attention citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your...
I don't need relationships. I have camp building and livery design in Forza. Keeps me completely sane. There you go. There you go. Get yourself an anime waifu body pillow. That's all you need. I might send you one of those now that I have your address, Orange. Watch out. Okay, well, we're gonna wait for the bomb to drop. Let's check out my recipe book to see if I got new notes from anything to learn. Oh, there it is. Nope, nothing new. Nothing out of the ordinary. W tacos. Tacos.
Oh, they're
They
so. Oh
rock.
my gosh,
They do
I
rock.
love tacos. I can just like, oh man, just all Mexican food. Absolutely love it. Definitely my favorite genre.
Orange is taco maxing.
also-
Let's talk about that. Or okay, continue, Orange. Sorry, but we'll talk about the maxing thing after.
Oh, I just love spicy food. I can go like somewhat extreme for. I feel like, well, I shouldn't say extreme because that's probably a little subjective to some people, but I probably draw the line at like habaneros because like those still taste good. I feel like after you go past habaneros for heat, then it just becomes pain. Not enough flavor to go with the pain.
Yeah, I can't do super spicy stuff like that. I like a little bit of spice in my life, but I don't like to nuke my taste buds, if you know what I mean. Like, sometimes you'll eat stuff that's spicy, and then next thing you know, like, chunks of skin are peeling from the roof of your mouth. You know?
So one of the
Drop
Okay, so
that
I've
warhead
tried,
on
like-
my forehead. That's so funny.
I have what's one of the worst things that I tried? So like there's like the it's a show on YouTube like Hot Ones. Have you ever seen that?
No.
So like they do like interviews with like celebrities and like they'll go up like in spice level with like these different hot sauces and like it progressively gets hotter as they go on and like ask questions. And like they sell their own hot sauces from the show that they do. And oh my gosh, one of the hot sauces, it's not the spiciest one, but it's the most disgusting one, and it's the atomic one. I can't remember the full name of it, but it's got like this like radiation logo on it, which is so fitting because it literally tastes like it's horrible. It's like the worst thing I've ever tasted. On top of it being spicy.
Ew. Yeah, I could not. Too much spice.
That was an
isn't
experience.
Like, do you want some food with your spice?
Oh, that was one of the worst ones ever. It's
The orange
it's
taco.
so like it's like so ingrained in my memory. Every time I think about it, I feel like I get nauseous. Like that's how bad it was.
Orange is literally spice maxing. Toxic goo hot sauce? Sounds like it.
It was horrible. And it was like it like for me it was really messed up because as soon as it hits my taste buds, it tasted awful. So then of course your reaction is to like just like get on with it as fast as possible. So you just like immediately just like eat your food like as fast as possible. You swallow, but you did it too fast. So now like all that like hot sauce like hit the back of your throat and it's just scorching. So then you're just coughing, and then you're. It was. I felt like I actually could have died.
One example of spiciness that I like is I like crushed red peppers on pizza. That is such a good combination. It's just enough spice. It doesn't overpower the pizza. You still taste the pizza, but it revitalizes the pizza. The pizza goes from 0 to hero. It goes from average to meta.
I probably eat pizza too much, but when I mean pizza, I mean like I'm that guy who hasn't outgrown the college phase and still eats frozen pizza.
Frozen pizza and Diet Coke.
Which is funny. The Broadsiders destroy these robots.
My AP's just not regenning. It's bugged. I
Same,
forgot that about this
yeah.
event.
Don't worry, we got the Broadsiders. They are destroying these things.
I see that. Crazy.
I think this, because of how much damage the Broadsiders do, I feel like Earl might have been longer.
That's crazy. I didn't know this would happen.
I didn't know either, but now I know. I learned something.
But now we
I didn't
know.
the Broadsiders are like that.
Crazy.
They got that dog in them.
Why is that happening to them though? They weren't powerful like that last season.
It's I mean, the Broadsiders, like, kind of what's happening is and this is my tinfoil hat theory because I'm not like in the game. I'm not a dev, so I don't know the ins and outs of how their calculations are working. I would imagine it has to do something with the fact they are trying to fix explosives and trying to get explosives to cripple. And I think in doing so, they had to probably adjust something on the calculation. they probably weren't aware what was like the fallout of that. No pun intended there. So they made that change, and then it caused something else in the calculation to mess up. Because it looks like the Broadsiders are hitting like multiple times on their explosions.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like they got it to cripple, but they did something else to the calculation that's making it hit multiple times.
People are saying hot honey pizza in the chat. Like at least 2 people. So I'll have to try that. Hot honey pizza. Hey, as long as there's no pineapple, I'm good.
Right? Pineapple. No, can't do it.
Cause for
Not
civil
on
war,
pizza.
actually.
Yep.
Cause for the Great War Reset. Volume 3.
There's like a lot of things with the 2-shot explosives that right now it's like it makes it like a little weird because I don't know how long it's gonna be around for, right? So it's really tough, right, from like a content creation standpoint, because you're like
It is really tough.
it could be cool to cover, but at the same time I don't want to have something that might
I don't like
expire
making
tomorrow.
a build guide be a full-length 10-minute video that I can't guarantee is gonna work right and still work the same after 2 weeks. When it's clear that something is unintentional, I don't make a whole build guide around it. I just can't justify that.
Once they fix the 2-shot explosive thing, it's gonna go right back to where it was.
Exactly. And then I'll have people in the comment section saying this doesn't work right anymore. Or, you know, like, and right now the problem I face is I'm trying to update my guides according to how they were before this last patch. And all I'm getting is people in the comment section saying that it would be better if I used 2-shot and explosive. And like, yeah, I know, because it's bugged, dude, but I want the build guide to not expire like milk.
In some cases, I really wanted to test it myself on some things, because some clips I've seen have been kind of like, I think I had a couple people cite to me some like 2-shot explosive stuff with the Elder's Mark, and every content creator I was sent to didn't have like a true test. Like I either saw like there was like more than one person involved in the versus like the snake or something like that, or it was like someone hitting like a bunch of like and like a bunch of procs off of Wild West hands like consecutively or whatever.
Oh yeah, I gotta love those.
I was like, yeah, but like that's I
or
like
when
a
the
good
snake
fun like
glitches
that.
out and doesn't attack for like a solid minute, and you just get to dump rounds into it for a solid minute and do DPS without interruption, without headbutts, without screaming attacks. You're like, come on, you can't upload that as a serious build guide.
Yep, I was like, oh no, that's not gonna. I was like, never mind. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So I think I want to test it myself just to see, like, because I think in some cases, even right now, 2-shot explosive isn't the best. Like, for example, the pepper shaker, 2-shot actually feels horrible. And explosive doesn't feel good on the pepper shaker.
I was thinking of trying to do an old school TSE Gatling plasma build. The old school way. I mean, like, slamming Nuka Dark. You know, running full luck pieces and slamming Nuka Dark and running Rangers, full Rangers, and like pinpointers.
You would probably still have to run, you'd have to run faster crit fill. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to hit the luck requirement.
Right. That makes sense. But it'd be interesting, but it would drink like a fish in the ocean. So I'll have to have like at least 300 coffee on me or something.
No problem.
No problem on Xbox. My guy, it is not the
Oh, yeah.
same anywhere else. It's not the same at all. Like,
You were telling me that it's really tough to
it's
get
really
anywhere
tough to
else.
land trades on coffee on PlayStation or PC. And I'm not the only one that thinks so. If you look in my Discord trade chat on PlayStation and PC, you'll see people who ask for coffee get left on red. Or just, you know, they just don't get replies. And whenever people drop me coffee on PlayStation, it's usually my fans that have, like, farmed it from their own coffee machines and have been waiting to catch me on stream to give me some coffee. So it really is only a playstyle that is, like, achievable realistically on Xbox. Because of what, Orange? Do you want to tell them? Because you know all about
'Cause
the
of what?
reason why.
Why they doing the whole coffee thing?
No,
or?
why is coffee so prevalent and easily and readily available on Xbox? Because I know why,
mean,
if you
there's-
don't know why.
There's quite a few reasons, but
There's a few
lot
reasons.
of duping.
There was a lot of duping. There was camps that they had set up, people had set up, and they were selling it on GameFlip. Basically, they were making a ton of money using these camps.
Or the ghost camps.
Yeah, the ghost camps to farm coffee and other resources, and they were selling those resources on GameFlip. And Bethesda recently permabanned all of these people doing it. So it made
A lot of them, yeah.
yeah, so it,
A lot of them got hit.
they got hit with perma IP address ban. So
Yeah, it was not like, oh, we banned your Xbox account. They're like, no, we banned
You.
not only that
You're
Xbox
like-
account, we took that Xbox, we'll never connect to online ever again.
won't connect to Bethesda online games.
They're like, you are never. Well, the thing is, some of them got MAC address banned, meaning that console will never connect online again.
Oh my!
Because not only are you violating Bethesda, but you're also violating the terms and conditions of Xbox, and Xbox and Bethesda are one.
Right.
Xbox acquired Bethesda, so it's a really easy, really easy report for them to get someone MAC address banned. So yeah, they have escalated some bans to being like the Xbox itself.
Exactly. And that's why it's so easy to get 3,000 coffee right now on Xbox. It was duped for many years, and it was just a rampant thing that was happening basically exclusively on Xbox, because from what I gathered was that these people were like kind of like a tight-knit community on Xbox, and they weren't telling people the method to do this. They were kind of keeping it to themselves, and that's why it wasn't a thing on PlayStation and PC. So
I think another reason why it wasn't a thing on PC, it was much harder. PC does not have as much lag as consoles do.
well, that makes
Consoles
a lot
are
of
able
sense.
to do, because it's all about the causing enough server lag for one, and Xbox just has more players, so that helps with like server latency. So they're able to do more. Which I think that might, if they're able to make it where they do like crossplay and stuff like that, you best believe there's probably going to be some like even more duping, I will say.
Yeah.
So, because it'll just be more server lag for sure. But yeah, that's another reason that I feel like it was more prevalent at Xbox. I feel like there's just more players on Xbox too. So. But yeah, they went crazy. But a lot of them got super over the top with like their stuff. With like rolling back servers. I think that was a more recent one. A lot of people got banned for that. A lot of people.
I have
Which
been
is
going
like,
around and buying 4-star dropped weapons that are tradable. It's like my new collectible thing. Buying them out of player vendors that look decent or have a good 4-star mod. Like I just picked up a Enclave plasma rifle that has the aligned automatic barrel, calibrated capacitor, precise stock, reflex sight, and it has bullies on it. Let's go.
Yeah, I saw. There's some people going crazy for that. The new like you know, God roll 4-star stuff like collections, and it's.
Yep, it's a new thing.
I was like, holy, the stuff that they're offering too. I'm like, okay, that's crazy.
It's gonna be rare because it only drops like from pretty much like the 4-star cryptids and Bigfoot. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like pretty much Bigfoot.
And he doesn't spawn all the time anymore. So it's definitely gonna be a collectible item, which is neat. I've been going around trying to find some good like 4-star ones. It's been fun. It's been a fun new little thing to look out for and collect. Smash that like button, gang. Hit subscribe if you're new, and turn on bell notifications if you want to be notified when I go live. You can always join my stream by adding my gamer tag in the description if you want to play with us, or by joining the Discord. Link in description. There's no obligation to join the membership to join our Discord, but I also left the membership link there if you want to support my channel, and if you want to see your name on the official GLASSGANG roster and have perks. Like members first content, members only content. You know what's nice about the loading screens? They're long enough for me to do my little like ad read.
Oh yeah, you're like, thank God for these loading screens.
Yeah. They're so long that I just figured out, I was like, you know what? This is prime time right here.
Prime time. All right, I got another nuke ready. I just gotta type in the code. Who are we dropping on?
Let's do Earl next.
You want to do Earl? Okay. As soon as this advertisement gets off my screen so I can type in the code.
Yeah, it is rough to get coffee on PC and PlayStation because like I had 300 coffee on PC and I was putting together a build, and I wasn't done testing the build and I was out of coffee, and I was like, well, there goes my testing. I can't do any more testing because this build relies on coffee too much, and like I'd have to sit there and farm it for 3 hours. So it is unfortunate. I wish the coffee machine gave more coffee. It's a heck of a grind. Even if you're in a private world, having to defend your freaking
Oh, that's so annoying. I
workstations.
do not recommend doing that grind. That
No,
grind's
the
so
meta
boring.
is honestly just going around lockpicking people's freaking coffee machines. Just do it, okay? Way easier. Just go around, farm coffee from people's coffee machines in their camp, and if it's locked, just lockpick it. Who cares if you have a wanted on you? Whatever. It's the fastest way to do it. It's also the raider way, you know what I mean? It's the end of the world way. It's lore accurate. It's also just part of the game code. It's a mini game to lockpick, so it's they kind of encourage you to do it. You're like, try this neat little mini game with a bobby pin. Takes 2 seconds. Hello, Glass Gaming. Was wondering what clothing you like better, Red Asylum or TFJ? Between those two, that's a hard pick.
No doubt it's the Red Asylum, though, right?
Yeah, for me it is the Red Asylum, but when I can't deny that TFJ looks awesome as a raider build, but that's the only problem it has. It doesn't fit any other playstyle unless you're going for that raider look. Whereas the Red Asylum can basically fit kind of anything you're doing. So, yeah, Red Asylum for me.
I was like, you have like your clinic and everything, like clearly. Just a wolf tearing down my mutt fruit. Oh, you suck. What a meanie.
But my favorite outfit in the game is honestly really hard to pick because I like a lot of them. But it would have to be the Nurse Genevieve outfit. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's how you pronounce it, but it could be pronounced differently in English. I don't know. Yeah, it's the one I wear usually. And I also love the Nuka Girl outfit. It's just really nice. It's kind of like a superhero look, you know? But I hate the helmet. I never wear the helmet for it. I hate the helmet. It makes you look bald. I can't do it.
Oh, the space helmet or whatever.
Yeah. What drops TFJ? It's the Heart of the Swamp, actually, and other events in that region.
I've heard like everyone's like farming the new events whenever they can to get all the apparel drops.
I got a TFJ from Heart of the Swamp randomly one day on my Xbox character. I was just doing Heart of the Swamp randomly. Wasn't doing it specifically for that, and I saw it drop under event.
Yeah, apparel
rewards.
has never this has never really dropped for me, so I guess the only time I get apparel drops is honestly probably Fashnot. It's the only time I get any rare apparel stuff.
Yeah, you go crazy for those glowy masks.
I got the one that I wanted, which was Bonehead.
Where do you get the Nuka-Cola jetpack? Never seen it before? I know, right? It looks amazing. It looks perfect with the Nuka Girl outfit. It looks like it's built into the backpack that's built into the outfit. But it is just part of my armor. And it's a skin from a couple of seasons ago. I think it was the Modern Living season. So it's a skin for the jetpack. You can put it on any armor that lets you put a jetpack that's body armor. So I have it here on my Civil Engineer. And it's pretty neat. I do like it. I do like it very much. It's perfect. It completes the look.
Look completed.
Was it last season? It might have been last season. I can't remember. I have bad memory with like anything.
This is the best part of Earl, when you're all just stuck waiting and you just start eat moding.
It actually takes longer to wait for him, I find, than to kill him. It's so funny. The only thing that sucks is my emotes, they keep disappearing.
Oh, I thought they fixed that. At least I haven't experienced it since the update, but
They might have fixed it, and I probably just haven't equipped them on Xbox again yet, but that might be it.
yeah, for a while there, I'd equip them, and then like I just stopped equipping them. I was like, whatever, they're just gonna keep coming off.
Irvin Schmervin. I like the outfit.
Yeah.
I bought a Vault Girl mask to wear on stream instead of like my masks that I have been wearing. So that I'll come on, like occasionally I'll come on stream with a Vault suit and a Vault Girl mask. I think that'll be funny.
Tell us sweet nothings. Just come on camera like, do you want to play a game? Like, no! Ever watch Saw?
Yeah, I did, unfortunately. absolutely traumatized
Unfortunately.
my childhood.
Are
Are you kidding me? I have brittle bones disease. I have literally seen my arms twist and bend like that. And like, someone thought it would be smart to like sit me down and be like, "Do you want to watch a scary movie?" And like, yeah, it was horrible. It added to the trauma.
You're like, oh my god, this is my worst nightmare. Thanks.
Nope. That movie series is way too gruesome for me. It literally puts me in fight or flight. Like, I'm not kidding.
The one that I think I watched with my dad that like traumatized me as a kid for a long time was Alien. Aliens, I guess, is the title.
Dude, yes! That did that to me too. Did it mess you up when it was like the kid's birthday? And they like look towards the backyard and there's the alien just like crosses the backyard all creepily looking at them? That scene messed me up. I swear to God, I had so much frightness. I was screaming. Like, I was
just
so
like
scared.
just the alien stuff, like that was just always like, because I really enjoyed it, but yeah, the body horror from it was.
Oh no, it was so scary. It looked so real. That's the problem. Like, it looked so real that, like, because it was recorded to look like that scene was recorded to look like it was recorded on a home camera. And so it was grainy and cheap looking. And it just looked so realistic with that alien just like creepily walking in the background. And I just like lost my marbles. I went full insanity mode. I did not want to have a birthday party that year.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Walkie's right. You're talking about signs.
Yep. Yes. Oh my God, that
I'm talking about
that stayed with me.
I'm talking about Alien with like face huggers and like the
Oh,
space
Alien versus
sci-fi
Predator.
horror.
Talking about
Yeah,
that?
well, before Alien vs Predator, it was just Alien.
Oh, Aliens. Yep. Okay, yeah, but
That-
same kind of.
That
Like,
as a, yeah, that as a kid was like that body horror and like the xenomorphs and how they like, oh god. I love the franchise now, but as a kid I was traumatized. It made genuinely as a kid, I think it made me afraid of the dark, because like I look at like darkness and I'm just like expecting a xenomorph just to come just lunging out of it.
I totally forgot the name of that movie. So like, you have a really good memory, Walkie Losh, for remember that. I'm probably gonna try watching it again to see if it still like triggers that intense fear. Because I mean, like, it was an involuntary response. It was so bad. When I saw that frame, I literally lost my sanity for a few moments.
Yeah, it's creepy.
It looked too real. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure we
yeah,
have an
pray-
alien in the chat, by the way, but he goes by not an alien. But that's what they usually say.
Well, clearly not an alien.
But that's what they
clearly.
say, right? That's what aliens say.
It's- No, come on. They said, would they lie to us?
Have you seen Men in Black?
The government lies to us.
Yeah, and there you go. Oh wait, we can't say that. We'll get demonetized.
No, no. On Minecraft.
You still happen to noob these drops. Or you're doing it on purpose because you're a ghoul.
Maybe. I guess we'll never know.
Of course.
Could be it.
No, aliens don't lie, says not an alien. Okay.
See? I trust him.
Shakira's hips don't lie either, apparently.
Shakira, Shakira.
Oh no! People have been looting my shredder. How rude!
They're like, those magazines are mine.
Yeah! How rude!
What's up with that?
You know what's funny though? I just literally told the chat to go and loot people's coffee machines. Sometimes I'm a little bit hypocritical.
Oh, Walkie's right. If you haven't seen the Scary Movie like parody version of Signs, then like that would crack you up.
The parody version? I have not seen that. I probably should watch it.
they're just like, this is how we aliens say hello, and they like kick each other in the nuts.
I'll have to check that out. What's actually funny, guys, okay, and I think it's because my parents just didn't know they just didn't know what that movie genre was about. But the scary movies, I was never allowed to watch. But they let me watch actually scary movies.
Scary Movie was like iconic.
I know. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch them as a kid.
There are so many funny moments. Like we're talking to. She's trying to like seduce the guy in the wheelchair when they're at like the haunted mansion, and she's like, "I can help you," and he's like, "No, I can do it myself." Oh. Such good scenes.
My first horror movie was Jaws. Gave me the fear swimming in the ocean for years. I can't swim in the ocean. I love going to the beach, but I can't walk into the water. I can't do it because one time I was at the beach and I walked in the water and I was barefoot and I stepped on a crab and it started attacking my toes. And I freaked out. I really freaked out.
I imagine, like, even like, yeah, I would imagine, like, because when you get into the ocean, you got to get past like the whitecaps or whatever. So, but until you get past the whitecaps, you probably wouldn't feel too good.
No, like I'm sorry. There's way too many bugs and creatures that live like right under the sand in the ocean. I can't do it.
I love the ocean.
I love walking awesome. on the beach though. I love the sensation of the hot sand on my soles and like it feels good. But I cannot walk into the water. I can't do it. Cuz there's also tiny crabs. You know, the tiny crabs you can't see, the little sand dollars they call them.
Mm-hmm.
And those creep me out just as much. I know they're harmless, but like they look like oversized spiders to me.
Yes, Walkie. This is my strong hand.
Which scary movie is it that has that scene you're talking about, Walkie? Is it Scary Movie 2? Scary Movie 6 comes out this year? Are you serious? I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, they're doing. Yep, they're doing it again.
It'll be my first one that I watch. I still haven't watched them.
To say they are a trip, just because it was a different time. Obviously, they said some pretty wild things.
Yeah, well, comedy back then was a lot less censored. People looked at it as an offensive joke is just meant to be, you know, a joke. But nowadays, it's not the same. But also just like looking back at like back then, the stuff they used to talk about like on the news and on TV and what like TV show hosts would say was just diabolical, straight up.
It was.
Like
for sure.
they would like start talking about Britney Spears and just straight up like say like really creepy stuff about her looks and stuff, you know, like it was just a different time. Like you cannot get away with saying stuff like that about people these days without getting looked at like a weirdo. Which is valid. Because it was honestly disrespectful, but I remember that era, like Britney Spears was like a role model to a lot of us, but she was sexualized on TV by like basically everyone, even if it was just the news talking about her.
Oh, for sure.
Is it 3? 2 or 3? 3 is the one that spoofs signs? Okay, I'll have to watch it. I'll have to watch 3. One is I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream. I wasn't even allowed to watch the Fast and Furious season, or not season, but like movie. Even
What?
Even that was apparently too, like, bad. But I was allowed to watch Signs.
What?
I
What
know.
kind of
I know, make it make sense.
Fast and Furious is just about family.
Family, family, and knots.
It didn't start out like that. Like, I
Nos.
remember Fast and Furious where it was actually cars, and then at some point it just turned into like
Like a
I don't know.
family trauma bond situation.
it just turned into Jason Bourne apparently.
Actually, well, when they started introducing The Rock, I think is when it like no shade to him. Okay, I like him as an actor, and I think he kills it every time. But it just felt kind of action hero movie from that point on.
Yep. Well, which one are they on? Are they on like Fast and Furious 8 now?
Are you kidding me? 10 is already
I'm
out.
not-
Like you can watch Fast 10.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
pretty sure, unless I misspoke, but I'm pretty sure Fast 10.
10? Oh man, please.
Someone would know.
Someone please end
I'm gonna
it.
Google it. Fast X. The film is expected to come out on March 17, 2028. So like
Oh
in
my
a couple of
gosh.
years. So yeah, Fast 10. There's 13 right now, Orange.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to do a whole weekend of just gotta catch up on the Fast and Furious lore.
It's actually Fast 11. It's not 10. It's coming out March
What?
17, 2028. I overshot it by
God.
saying 10 is already out, and I was right.
Oh my gosh.
I overshot it
That's
to be
it.
funny, and I
That's
was right.
it. You're gonna have to make a channel dedicated to reviewing Fast and Furious movies.
We're gonna start with where it blew up, and we're gonna end with where it falls off.
But it's gonna get to the point where I'm like, are we still here?
See right here where Vin Diesel is hanging onto a helicopter and lobes a grenade into a Dodge Charger that's flying through a building. This is where it falls off.
this is where I'm lost. How did we get here? Take me back to the first or second one, please.
Yeah, actually. When it was just Vin Diesel yelling "NOS!" and cars exploding because they were on
Yeah.
fire. Like that was just the time to be alive.
I was like, what is
Peak
going on
cinema.
here?
It's a slow day today at Pop's Pizza. I have no customers. Oh well.
Well, yeah, because you got nothing but rats.
We have Rad Rat pepperoni. It's literally on fire. I can't keep it stocked right now.
Is it because it is on fire and you keep losing stock because it's on fire?
Exactly.
You go up there, you're like, "This is pizza," and someone goes up to, they're like, "Is it hot?" And you're like, "Yep." And as you just keep sitting the pizza out, oh no, it'd be like the SNL skit. Maybe you haven't seen it, but it's an SNL skit that's like it's called Almost Pizza. Have you seen that one?
I don't think I have.
It's like, so there's like, it's almost pizza. He's like, okay, but like, what's the catch? Because like, you would just call it pizza if it was pizza. Why is it almost pizza? They're like, it's practically pizza in every way, except for a few key factors. And as they keep going, they're like, yeah, it's hot and ready. He's like, actually, if anything, it's gotten hotter. What the hell is this thing?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember that SNL skit. One of the every so often SNL throws out a skit that I'm like, okay, this is genuinely funny.
They're in the double digits. Someone said Fast X is 2023, so it's actually old.
Oh my gosh!
Fast Forever is coming out in 2028.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to catch up on all the lore. I'm so behind.
You missed a lot of The Rock and that other guy from... Do you guys remember that movie? Jason Statham is his name, I think. He's a pretty good actor. I think it was called The Transporter. Does that make sense?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Actually, a banger movie.
Jason is in Fast and Furious? What?
Yes, he's in Fast and Furious. And also,
What?
Not only is he, but this chick, she's also in The Italian Job. What's her name? She's a blonde chick. She's really popular in the modeling like industry and stuff like that. Actually, see, she's the reason I have my hatchback. Well, that whole thing. What is it called? Or, I mean, what is she called? Okay, let me just Google The Italian Job. But yeah, I have like a 10-year-old Mini Cooper because of this video, and, well, I don't drive it because it breaks down a lot.
Okay, that is genuinely crazy. Is there any other action stars? Like, holy crap.
Charlize Theron. That's her. She's in that movie.
Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
I'm
She's in the Fast series at some point. Watch Mark Wahlberg be in the next one.
This is crazy. I'm learning so much about the Fast and Furious. Holy crap.
Crank was low-key slept on. I remember Crank. That was a good movie. Oh, perfect! Hello! I'm surprised you guys can sit. I'm surprised.
Does Crank have 11 movies? I didn't think so. Like, here's the thing, like, now I'm, like, curious, like, I feel like I'm gonna have to do, like, research at one point to see, like, how crazy this is, to see, like, these movies, obviously, at this point, have to be profitable, because why else would you keep doing it? Like, but it's just hard for me to believe that it's been going on this long.
Hello, take a seat. We're currently experiencing a higher volume of customers than usual, so the kitchen is a little backed up. But if you give me your order, I'll take care of it as soon as possible. We also have takeout, and if you don't like that, well, you can get lost.
Does she usually float?
No, it's because I put the stove level with the countertop, so she's powerlifting right now off of her wrist.
I see.
She lifts her whole body from her wrist.
That is.
She told me that on her weekend times she likes to on her free time she likes to arm wrestle. so she's pretty tough. I guess
Oh,
she's
right back
beaten
at it.
Devon Larat, some professional arm wrestler. I don't know who the heck that is, but she's pretty tough.
Nice little diner.
Why, thank you, gang.
Diner drive-ins and dives.
Is this PS5 or Xbox? This is Xbox. I'll be on PS5 tomorrow night. If you want
We
to
on
add
the
me, Ghost, you
box.
can. It's the same gamer tag on PlayStation and Xbox. Love him.
What? Jason Momoa's gonna be? I am.
Like anyone who's a popular influencer or celebrity in 2025 is gonna be.
What? Oh my gosh. Jason, buddy, you're better than this.
I'm gonna
just
Google it.
kidding.
Fast Forever Cast.
That is insane.
Yep, Jason Momoa, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Jason Statham, Vin Diesel.
Oh my gosh.
Han is in it too.
Oh.
So Sang Kwang or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that name.
Yo, have you you know what's one of the cringier movies?
Tyrese Gibson.
Back in the day with Vin Diesel.
What movie?
Do you remember the movie Triple X?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a movie that was pretty cringy.
It was a really popular movie at the time.
What? How? Okay. I'm assuming paying for some of these actors ain't cheap.
The Fast and Furious franchise is very, very wealthy, from what I gather.
Oh my gosh.
Ice Cube in Triple X was cringe. I remember that. I think you're right. I genuinely don't know Vin Diesel from many movies other than the Fast series, to be honest.
Oh, I remember Riddick. I think I genuinely liked Riddick. I liked the little like movies like the where it was like one setting.
Now, what if we get...
But,
Oh, sorry. Continue. I thought you were done.
It's just like sometimes when like I wish some things would just stay like at that like local level of like Riddick was like the whole movie was on this one planet, and it wasn't about like the politics of that time or whatever. It was just how you're going to escape against this like these creatures or whatever at night when they like all start. Not necessarily at night. It's like it was like on the planet or whatever. If I'm remembering correctly, it was like a season or whatever. Like it would start, the suns would finally get like blocked out, and it would start like raining or whatever, and then like these creatures would come out of the ground from like being dormant, and then they would start just eating everything in sight. And it was like a neat, simple thing. And when Riddick started getting to like politics of like the different species and all, I'm like, okay, now we're doing way too much.
Yep.
I liked it when it was just like local. It's fine.
Someone says, rush hour. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? That was actually really funny. Jackie Chan.
I loved Rush Hour. Yeah.
They should bring those series
Even their
back.
bloopers were pretty funny when
Yes.
I think it was like I never know these days, but I think I heard rumors about them wanting to potentially do Rush Hour 4.
I would so be down to go watch that.
After all we've been through, Rush Hour 1, Rush Hour 2.
I think there's more than one Riddick movie. I think you're right. I don't know how many.
There
but
is. There is, yeah. There's like one where he ends up. I can't remember all like the little details, but there's like this one like society of people that like went around conquering people, and like their whole motto was like "you keep what you kill" type deal.
Yeah. I remember
like,
a movie from the back then, yeah, that's like that.
Yeah, and Riddick was in it, and he ends up like infiltrating that group, and then kills like their leader at the time, and since it's keep what you kill, then he becomes the new ruler and whatever. Then I think the movie after that, after he becomes like this king of this like gladiator type society, he immediately loses it in like the next movie off screen. It was like, okay, whatever.
There's a movie, gang. I'm trying to remember the name of. Maybe you guys can help me. I think it might be. No, it wasn't Zombieland. But it was a movie. Oh, is it this? No. Was it this? No.
These people's memory is crazy. Like remembering the name of that Riddick, Chronicles of Riddick, that is crazy.
Holes.
I just remember like pieces of like the plot.
It's sort of like a Mad Max movie that came out in 2008. And the reason why is I'm trying to bring it up because I can't remember what it's called. It's not Mad Max, but it came out around 2008, 2009. And anyways, I can't remember it. But at the time, I was actually in Hollywood for a Children's Wish Foundation thing. They had sent me there to go to Disneyland and Universal Studios, and it was my wish to go and meet Kiss, the band Kiss. So mainly because my dad's a huge Kiss fan, and I honestly kind of just wanted to bond with him over that. And I was into music too a lot back then too. So, and he got me into Kiss music. I was a big Kiss girl back then. So, anyways,
how old is your dad?
My dad?
Yeah.
My dad's 59.
Holy, my dad's older than yours.
Really?
Yeah. Although my dad had me when he was 40. I don't know what compels a man for that, but
yeah, there was a big promotion going on for this movie back then, and it was set in like a post-apocalyptic end of the world situation. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because they were throwing a promotion for the movie right outside our hotel, and we didn't know. And it just looked like there was a bunch of raiders that were like dressed really skimpy and dirty, and like, I mean, these girls had like really skimpy clothes on and like showing butt, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I was a kid. I was like, what's going on?
That you know? Sounds awful. What is this movie? So I can avoid it.
Yeah, right. I mean, I can't remember what it's called, but like, I thought there was like some kind of revolt going on outside. It was freaky. Good times, reminiscing on the past. Honestly, movies were better back then. They made you want to go watch them, and it was like banger after banger. Now it's like just Chat GPT AI slop for every movie.
There's a lot of I will agree with you. There are a lot of movies because I feel like what you're feeling there. The whole plot's
written by GPT.
I feel like what you're feeling there, and I think what most people are feeling right now. Everyone's either trying to create a franchise or try to revive an older franchise, right?
Yeah.
But like if you go back to like the 90s, franchises weren't really a thing, and people were just doing like one-offs. Like, for example, like Predator when it first came out, and I think that's probably 80s, but close enough. But Predator comes out, it was, by all intents, it was just intended to be like a one-off, right? And it was structured as such. It wasn't trying to be a franchise.
Zero Cool is right. The movie was Doomsday. Sorry,
Doomsday.
continue.
I gotta hold on, I gotta write that down so I can avoid it. There we go. And you know, a bunch of franchises, you know, obviously even like Star Wars coming out of the 80s too. Wasn't trying to, it was an original idea. It's just really hard to get like original ideas. I will say what was it? One of the Oscar movies I watched recently because I was curious. Have you seen Sinners?
I think so. That does sound familiar.
What was funny is I knew nothing about the film going into it, and I was so completely lost on like the film on what was happening until about halfway through, and I was like, "Oh, it's all a metaphor." I felt so stupid.
Yeah, it was Doomsday. I'm pulling up the artwork for the movie, and that's exactly what they had for posters. Is that like, it's sort of like a snowflake logo, but it's not a snowflake. You'll know what I mean when you look at it. And it says Doomsday with like some girl and like some face painting. They were painted up like that, and they were dressed like that, and they were outside our hotel. And I was like, what's going on? I was freaking out. Because they were all basically like acting like they were characters from the movie. Like they were in full character mode. If you approached them, they would yell stuff at you, and they would they would spit fire and stuff like that. Like it was crazy. I was like, what is going on? Apparently it's an everyday thing in Hollywood.
And you're just like, stranger danger!
Yeah, actually, I had my little Make-A-Wish foundation shirt on, and I was like, ah! Shield my eyes! There's too much butt.
Said no one ever. But yeah, if you haven't watched Sinners, I do recommend it. It was funny because I just came into it knowing literally nothing about the film, and I was like, is this a film about vampires? And then like, once it got to a certain part in the film where they like bursted out into like a jig and everything, I was like, oh, that's like, this is all a metaphor. Yeah. I don't think I watched anything else that was honestly this year. I just been more into a different medium of entertainment as of late. Movies haven't really piqued my interest. And like one thing I feel like is like super played out and probably just needs to stop at this point is like Marvel just needs to stop.
Yeah, Marvel does need to hit the brakes. I don't even watch the superhero movies anymore because they're so outrageous.
And like the last one that I liked, what was that been? Would that have been like one of the Spider-Man ones? Would have been. But like now they're doing another Spider-Man, and then I saw that they're putting the Punisher in it, and I was like, okay. I would just I don't know if you've watched the TV show that was this TV series that was the Punisher.
Yep.
The character Punisher is a good character. I have always liked a lot of the darker, grittier stories within like comics and stuff. Especially the Punisher. The Punisher feels more grounded. Obviously, right? He's not a guy with any superpowers or anything like that. He's just like a Marine that has PTSD. Like, that's kind of his thing.
I remember that.
And having him in Spider-Man, and like from like the trailer that I saw, like they're kind of already making him like the butt of like jokes and stuff. I'm like, like Spider-Man just casually telling the Punisher, "Oh, just go home. I don't." The Punisher butchers people. You know what I'm like? How would Spider-Man really react to someone who like doesn't just kill people, but like rips them apart like criminals and like. Do you think he would just be like, Spider-Man would just casually just like, yeah, go home, buddy?
Yeah.
Like what? This dynamic makes no sense the way that they're presenting it. And it feels weird if you're gonna present Punisher as like, oh, he's just a joke in like that to me. Like the trailer, I was like, this already looks stupid.
Speaking of old movies, completely off topic. Someone said Dune in the chat, but this is not Dune. It's gonna sound the same though, but Doom, like the Bethesda franchise Doom, actually had a movie came out about it in 2005 called Doom, starring guess who? Guess who the main star was?
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Nailed it. Exactly. That's him. He was the main star. He was
Yeah. The Rock.
so predictable.
Yeah. I'm a movie buff. I did it.
It is actually so predictable now. It's unreal. You know, I'm gonna buy. Ooh. Oh. I might buy the Zelda tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe not.
That is awesome.
I do need my caps.
It's been funny. My dad, since he's like retired, he's like watching a bunch of shows and stuff. He came across Halo, and now he's like a diehard fan of Master Chief. And it's so funny because my dad's 66 years old, and like I don't know what about it, like having him like excited to like talk about like Halo is just so funny to me because I feel like you're not quite in that age group, buddy.
Yeah, especially if he's older than my dad. My dad doesn't even game. My dad did play a video game called Descent in 1998, and I remember him getting so hooked on it, he had to mail it to my uncle because he couldn't stop playing it and he couldn't like do his work. He wasn't the lead. Apparently he wasn't the lead, but he is on the front cover of the artwork, so that's why I just assumed he was the lead role for Doom.
The one movie where Dwayne the Rock Johnson wasn't the lead.
He must have been so burned by
There's
that.
plenty of other
he must have been
movies,
like, what do
but-
you mean I'm not the lead? I'm a WWE star.
Mm-hmm. He gets to play. Did he play as Doom? Or did he not play as Doom guy?
I don't think he played as Doom Guy because from the artwork I'm seeing, he just looks like he's wearing like standard tactical gear, military issue, and
Okay.
I
I was
don't.
like, Doom guy, you are. Doom guy is awesome. You're literally too angry to die. Love that guy. Doom games are awesome.
Doom games are amazing for releasing bent penta or like I mean like anger.
Talk about like
It's good to
that
release anger.
game. You're moving at like 1,000,000 miles an hour, just ripping into. It's just great. Just great.
Yeah, it is really good. I need some caps. I'm gonna sell some cheap 4-star mods, gang. If y'all want conductors, 7,000 caps. Come get it. I need caps. Let's see what other mods I have. Conductors might not be that.
Need some caps, man. I got these cheeseburgers, man.
I got caps. I mean, I got 4-star mods. Here you go. Scanners, conductors.
The Doom movie had no Doom guy?
What the heck? Are you serious?
What in the...
What a stupid movie. Like, let's just leave out the main character.
Oh my
the
god,
hell is
imagine
it
doing
about?
Ratchet and Clank without Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. Imagine
No,
doing
I said
like
that.
a...
I just birthed that into existence. There's gonna be a movie where Ratchet and Clank just...
Well, there's no Ratchet, like only Clank.
It's just Captain Quirk.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's insane.
I heard that, speaking of the Halo movie, I heard it was a flop, was it?
I have zero idea.
I didn't watch it.
I only know from what my dad said. My dad is now a die-hard Halo fan, so. Which is hilarious. And what was it, the games that I got, because he was like, now he's got time, he's like, I don't know what games to play or whatever. I was like, play God of War. And now he's like completely sucked into God of War.
Thank you so much for the caps, gang. I'm officially capped out. But if there's anything else you want, feel free to buy it.
I think God of War is also,
that's probably the best outfit I've ever seen with that mask.
I think they're doing a whole show. Actual live action show of God of War, which is, see how that turns out, but may not be good. Good night, Walkie.
Have a good night, Wonky.
Up.
Thank you so much for checking out this stream and chatting it up with us.
Yep, we're gonna miss that movie buff knowledge whenever we go like, oh, you know that one movie, this one obscure scene, and then you'll be like, yeah, that's obviously the Signs.
Yeah, like, I was really surprised he knew that it was from Signs, because I had completely, like, forgotten what movie it was from, but now I know.
He's like, yeah, don't worry.
Oh, that one movie from, like, 2001, I got you.
Yep, got it. Easy. Next.
That, like, one specific scene I mentioned of an alien walking in the background, he's like, that's Signs.
Yep, that's obviously Signs. And you're like, you're like, my detail on that was actually really bad, and you just, how did you?
Legendary pull. Walkie slush.
Yeah, Amazon's gonna make it? Alright. Doing the God of War. I'm assuming they're probably gonna start it in the Norse stuff. I don't think from a TV perspective you'd want to start it with him just killing the entire Greek pantheon.
My bloodied Gadplas. You know, I haven't used this thing in a very long time. This was dropped. This is a 3-star drop. So, like you can see, it has a cap value. And it's a BE90 orange. It's a beautiful Gadplas.
Ooh.
And I don't use it
BE90.
I should make a build around it. Like, just an easy, light going 3-star build. That's something that I mentioned on stream the last time I was streaming. And I have said it a few times, but I never commit to it because, like, my main content always outperforms it whenever I try to do, like, beginner focused content, but I should just try and do more. I want to do 3-star non-raid builds that are based off of our raid builds that don't pressure the viewer to think they have to use this build at the raids. You know what I mean? Because, like, even though me and you have said many times that, like, our builds are optimized for daily use and outside the raids, a lot of times people comment that they wish we did non-raid builds. Even though, in my opinion, every raid can be a non-raid build, right? Because if it can do the raid, then it can do everything else.
No.
So that's the way I see it. But what I want to start working on this year is, like, kind of like a 3-star version of my Infinite VATS Elder's Mark build, if you will. But, like, 3-star version that doesn't even show any clips of it in the raids. But then I'll link the 4-star version in the comment section, or not the comment section, but the description, and say, here, if you want to work through upgrading this to a 4-star build, this is what that looks like. And I could probably show, like, a clip of it killing the snake as a 3-star build. Just for an example. Like, look, if it can kill the snake, it can do everything in between. But I always feel like sometimes people get turned away when they see me use a build on the snake and they were really expecting just like a everyday build. But I mean, that is our main content here. It really is. It's been for like the past year. One guy...
Especially when we get to the next stage of raids.
Yes. One guy was angry at me last week. He's like, if you don't stop posting builds where you're like, I killed the raid boss with this gun, I will unsubscribe. I'm like, what? Where? How did you find my content? Like, that's literally all I post. What were you expecting? ASMR content? Girl next door? Girlfriend ASMR? I don't know. But apparently not bossing builds.
Avi.
I don't know, eventually I'll get around to doing non-raid builds, but I just find them pointless.
When, yeah, like you said, if it can do the raid, then it can obviously do any event.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-da. I'm just kind of hoping, like, you know, they keep the idea of having kind of the different species in Fallout. Like, if I want to be a ghoul, if I want to be a super mutant, or maybe they can even go as far as like, do you want to be a synth?
That'd be so cool.
I think like that would add a nice, like, neat little layer to the game.
But yeah, that guy that
Introduce the-
said that, I was just so confused because I was like, bro, this is like asking Mr. Beast to stop doing challenge videos. Like, that's all he does. So I found that really puzzling.
I'm Mr. Beast.
Whoa.
I'm just doing grabbing all the veins. Got to get the goods down here. I probably have enough to get to us to 4, maybe. Let's see. Deposit.
I've got my trusty garden trowel. It has the medic's rapid +3 strength roll. It's a garden shovel.
Heck yeah.
It's actually a combat knife, but I have the garden trowel skin on it.
I love it.
Yeah, it's funny because as a combat knife, you're going around stabbing your friends and it's healing them. So it's kind of
I think when you hit NPCs with it, like these NPCs, I think they still like have the voice lines as if they are like actually taking damage whenever you swing them.
yeah,
think
they
they,
do.
like, scream
They're
out.
like, ow,
Yeah,
ow."
right. Oh, they're like, oh, I'm hit, and you're like, calm down, dude. I just stabbed a couple holes in you. You should feel a lot better now.
Yeah, I'm relieving the inflammation.
Yeah, relieving the inflammation. I just stab right here.
Well, that was a fun little movie talk. Went
Right.
down memory lane a little bit. But it is interesting though when you compare it to movies from today. Like back then, movies were literally coming out the pipeline all the time, and they were always bangers. Now it's like,
And I know bangers.
yeah. Also, there's something about movies where, to me, I don't like watching them at like high frame rates. Like, you know how TVs nowadays have higher frame rates, and the movies, they come out much clearer and they have higher frame rates, and that looks fine. But for whatever it is, the older movies that play at like 24 frames per second look better to me. It's like more immersive. I don't know what it is.
Is that just what your eyes see? You're just stuck at 24
Yeah, I
frames.
think my eyes are so bad that anything high frame rate just looks bad. My eyes can't keep up.
See, I don't know. You're like, oh, let's do it. Let's bust out the old VHS.
Yes. 24 FPS movies is where it's at.
Like, hold on, let me rewind this. Gotta... Takes like a half hour to rewind.
Oh, I remember that. Rewinding a VHS. The golden era.
The gold. Kids don't know how good they have it these days.
No, they don't know how good we had it. Movies were so much better when you had to, like, rewind them. It gave you time to go make some popcorn. No,
Yo,
now you don't have
it's rewind
time.
time.
I have 100k 45 ammo for you, Glass. Oh my god! Thank you!
Back when you actually owned the movies that you bought, you didn't just stream them.
Right? People had like full collections, full DVD collections that they would show off when you came to see them. They'd be like, this is my DVD wall. This is my home theater system. Now it's all digital libraries.
And digital. It's... I've been told digital is not as good, but...
No, it runs too fast. It's like 60 FPS. I can't do it. No, I can watch it, but there's just something about the older frame rate videos that look more like theatrical to me.
What? Is VHS, are movies really selling that much from VHS? Holy crap. Hold on.
Yeah, actually,
go.
that's so true. I saw something about old Disney movies going for huge money. Like if you have the old... You remember how they would sell Disney movies in like white VHS enclosures or like colored
I have
ones?
a crap ton of those.
Those are worth a lot to collectors orange. Like you might be sitting on a freaking gold mine.
I have so many of those.
Dude, they are worth a lot, I'm telling you.
Like the Lion King and stuff. Like, oh my
Check eBay.
gosh.
Check eBay, you'll see. It's all listed on eBay. I had done a deep dive on that too. Please be
I think
kind,
I saw-
rewind.
I think I saw something about it was a comedian. I think I want to say it was Pete Davidson. Has a VHS collection or whatever.
It's either him or it's probably another guy I could see doing that is probably Post Malone.
Post Malone.
He loves the
Post
retro
Malone
stuff.
He does, and he collects magic, and he's crazy.
He bought a 1990s Ford Explorer, like one of the ugliest ones you can find, and brought it over to West Coast Customs to have them pimp it out like it's from the 2000s. I thought it was really funny. He's really into that whole era.
Oh, I have all the Star Wars VHSs. That I have.
Star Wars trilogy, I think, is valuable. My dad has that, like the gold and black Star Wars trilogy VHS set. My dad has that. Old plastic clamshell boxes, yes. And they made them different colors, like they made them white and blue and yellow, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know which ones are worth more. They're probably all worth the same. I have no idea. Star Wars trilogy is valid. Oh, I already read that. Not like vinyls though, they can be crazy expensive. Thank you so much. Oh, I meant this. I meant the heart, not the toxic emoji. Thank you.
I think mine. I have to look, but I'm pretty sure I have like when it first came to VHS, like the individual movies, not like a box set of them.
Do 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 do.
I know one VHS tape that I probably abused a ton as a kid was Leo and Stitch. That one I probably.
Why did you abuse it? What do you mean?
Because I loved Leo and Stitch. That thing's been like rewind and played a crap ton.
It is Pete Davidson. He talked about it on Fallon. Neat. I have some vinyls in my collection that could sell for a lot of caps. Neat. I have the gold Star Wars VHS set. Neat.
Yeah. It's like, my dad loved movies, but he also
Oh
liked...
no, I got dashboarded. What the heck?
Of course!
Oh
And then
no.
I remember the, he also got really into card games, too. That man just... I don't know, just got lucky, I guess.
Zach Gaming says I have one level until 500. Let's go!
500! 500. Unfortunately, there's no more nukes, but...
Oh, I have to mess up my internet to get in. It's gonna cut the chat here for a sec, guys. Isn't Star Wars owned by like Disney now?
Sure is.
So it's not Lucasfilms anymore?
Nope.
Well, where did the good times go?
Yep, Disney bought that up. Disney also bought Aliens, like the Xenomorphs and stuff, which was bizarre. They bought that IP.
Like Aliens versus Predator?
Yeah, they bought that IP. It's very bizarre. They made a TV show that was not good. So yeah, it was really rough. Disney has been, I'm gonna be honest, at this point, if Disney touched something, I want nothing to do with it. Pretty much.
That bad, eh?
Yeah, they don't, I don't know, it just seems, everything they touch seems soulless, so.
It's
Wasn't always
probably
the case.
AI slop. They
Yeah,
probably
it's-
feed it into the Disney AI.
like the concept is there for like that show they did with like aliens or whatever. The concept is there.
Wait, do you
The
not have any more bounties?
Execution is terrible. Do I have bounties? I have so many bounties.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what we were doing tonight. I just
Is that what we're
figured
doing?
since
I
we
have
had
no
like
idea.
400 bounties the last time we talked.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They
Yeah.
were just like the concept was like, oh, we are taking these kids, like their consciousness, slamming it into essentially a synth. So like they got super strength and all that stuff. Like they're just like a robot. So but it's like an 8-year-old child's brain inside of a robot that could rip a person limb from limb. And they're like, oh, we'll just, like the concept. I'm like, okay, the concept's cool. Nothing interesting done with it, Just at times they act like kids, other times they act like an absolute like, crazy genius, and it's like, what? Pick a lane. Are they kids? Are they supercomputer? What are they? Like, come on.
I've got all the chems you need, and they're top quality too.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either, because I did also notice that Disney has a track record of putting kids in the position of kind of like making adult decisions or acting as adults. You know what I mean? And it just irks me. It's just cringe to me. It's like a kid most likely wouldn't even know what to do in that situation. You don't have like the life experience to be making decisions like that. And they always make them out to be like so mature. It's just weird. It irks me. I totally agree with you.
I just like the concept of like having like a, what is it, right? Like like you think to yourself, what would an 8-year-old really do? Like if they were like in all power for being like, like the movie Brightburn, where it was like, what if Superman as a kid wasn't good? And I was like, that'd be a terrifying kid.
Pile never seems to get smaller. Grab a bounty if you feel like rolling.
I'm actually not okay with nudity in movies. I always find like sex scenes really awkward, especially when you're watching a movie with someone else. And it's like you go from watching a normal movie to like straight up being on the hub. You know what I mean? Like it's just weird. Like I'm totally okay with movies when they get to that point. They just like go to like a dark fade and then it's the next morning and the two characters wake up in bed and you kind of like assume what happened. I'm totally fine with that. I always find it awkward. It's less awkward if I'm watching it alone, but if I'm watching it with people I know, I feel straight up awkward in those scenes. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's unnecessary in movies.
Well, clearly you've never seen 50 Shades of Grey.
I haven't. I'm that one girl that didn't jump on that the minute it came out.
Gotta get yourself on Book Talk. Crack I think there's a time where I ended up on Book Talk, which broke me. So hearing what books were being read by people, whew.
Right.
I'm at Sinkhole Solutions. What do we got going on here?
Right, chicken bird. It's definitely uncomfortable.
And some of it's I will say most of the time the scene is definitely unnecessary.
Yeah. It's almost like they just wanted an excuse to film the main character topless, you know what I mean? Like there's no reason for it. Other than perversion. That's the way I look at it.
Your ex's grandma was like, I've been reading this book, 50 Shades of Grey. And then you're like, your next lines are, yes, sir, or have you forgotten? Those books are always like, they always crack me up. One of the shows that I watched with my wife was I think it's called Housemaid. Had like Sydney Sweeney or something in it. Wanted me to watch it because it's like one of the books that she had read, and I was like, clearly. She had told me, she's like, okay. She's like, the book had one sex scene in it, so this movie shouldn't be that. I think we were like 45 minutes into the movie, and then we got a scene that felt like it went on for 20 minutes.
Oh god.
And I'm just like, what is happening right now?
Right? You're just left thinking like, what is going on? Am I watching a movie or...
And like by the end of it, you understand what the plot is, and I'm thinking to myself like, you know what's really funny about the like reading like these books and the content they have? I was like, a lot of these books remind me of a lot of degenerate anime that's out there.
Oh, don't even get me started on anime.
Because like there's a lot of animes that I feel like have like the similar feeling.
Yeah, anime
But I was like,
definitely
holy.
goes hard on that. The lewdness. It's not as bad, I feel, because it's not real people. But sometimes it can be bad.
Most of the time, it's, at least in the stuff that I'm watching, if it does get lewd, it's usually some sort of like funny context is tied to it. Usually.
But there is an unreal amount of incest in anime, and it's kind of weird.
It's so, it'd be out of left field. Has nothing to do with the plot, and they're like, what if we just little bit of incest? We put that in. Oh my god, which one was I? My friend was talking to me about it. Cause like we both watch anime, and he was like, "Dude, this one's like." He was like, "I tried watching this one, but it was like took a left turn real quick." It was Oh my god, what was it called? I remember the plot. The plot was like his friends are like peer pressuring him to like have like sex, right? Like just peer pressuring him, like, "Oh, dude, you gotta do it." So then, after these two people who got like peer pressured by their friends or whatever, ended up doing the deed, and then about like a couple days later, his dad goes like, "I'm finally ready for you to meet this girl I've been talking to." So his dad invites her family over, and it turns out his soon-to-be stepsister was the girl that he slept with. And I was like, "What is happening right now?"
Yikes.
And then it gets worse, if you can believe it. It gets worse.
Oh, I believe it. I actually believe it.
I'm like, what is going on?
You don't have to twist my arm. I believe it.
Sword Art Line, yeah. That one's definitely another one that's like, what is happening right now?
What are some good animes that you watched that were hooks? You know, they hooked you right in.
Oh my gosh. So like one of them I've been like really, really enjoying, although it just took a freaking wild turn that had nothing to do with the plot. I really like Oshinoko. It's it tackles like the entertainment industry in like Japan, specifically the idol part of it. And it's really, really crazy. There's one character that if you were to watch it, I feel like it might hit home a little too, like too hard, I'll be honest. Because her story is incredibly sad.
Oh,
And
okay.
I think in the most like recent episodes, you kind of, I'll give you the gist of it so you can understand why it's really sad. So it's like this little girl finds out at like age 6, I think, that the doctor like told the family that she's not going to live more than 10 years. Like this child, you know, is basically doomed. So as like a coping mechanism, the mother like distanced herself from her own kid and kind of just admitted her to like a hospital when she got like really difficult to take care of, and just like put her in this hospital and just hardly ever visited her. And the father like got to the point where he gave up on trying to save the daughter and just focused on trying to save his wife, since like, you know, their daughter's gonna die regardless or whatever. So then the fucked up part is the daughter dies, gets reincarnated in a but like still retains the memories of like her old life. And she sees that her mom that wasn't there for her like final moments or whatever is like now happy with 2 other kids, and the kids are smiling at you know, like her mom is smiling at those kids like she never smiled at her. And it was like, who? It was like, oh, that's crazy.
That's sad.
'Cause, she had so many health problems that she had to spend her entire like short life in like a hospital room, and her parents never showed up to like visit her.
Shit, you were right. It does hit close to home.
And that was like, I was like, holy shit. And like the parents, like, you know, distancing themselves or whatever is like, oh my god. Yep. And that's just one of the characters. It's a really good show. Like I recommend. I will say the first episode, get ready to get your heart ripped out of your chest. Like this show is not a happy-go-lucky. It's really neat in the way that they talk about the entertainment industry within Japan, and like all the bad things about it. It's really cool how they cover it, but there's just these moments where it just absolutely crushes you. Because like, yeah, like it gives you fictional like scenarios, but they're based in reality, unlike how things actually work within Japan's entertainment industry. And a lot of the things that happen, they do tie it back to stuff that's actually happened. Like there was you know, one of the things that's like really big in Japan is like, you know, not just in Japan, but in the United States, is like these like dating shows, right? So they'll do like the dating shows, and oftentimes they'll like try to depict someone as like the villain. because everyone needs a villain, right? So they depict one particular girl as like the villain of this group, and after she's depicted as the villain, she gets really bad, flack online for that kind of stuff. Everyone hates her, and because no one likes her, then it's really hard to get work. So not only do you get like really mean comments said to you online, but you're also not able to, do the thing that you want to do. So you're not able to like progress in your career. And in Japan, on top of it, you feel like you're dishonoring your family and all that stuff. So it got so bad for this one particular upcoming actress that went on one of these dating shows as a means to try and get themselves out there. It got so bad for her that she actually took her own life. And this anime shows that exact scenario. And it was so dicey at the time. I think Japan was trying to not get it aired. Like there was some talk about like that episode not actually making it. I was like, wow, that's really messed up that they're just kind of don't want to talk about it. But I like that the show takes a chance and like talks about those things. Not a lot. It's been like the only anime for me that's like, tackled those topics.
And what was this anime called?
Oshinoko. Spelled exactly how you'd say it.
Okay, I'll check that out. Are we still
Really
doing bounties?
good.
What are we doing? I can launch nukes too, but I would have to go to another world.
I'm gonna launch bounty. I'm just grabbing my stuff.
Cool. Because I have.
And then I really liked Oshinoko, and then like the basic ones are really cool. Like if you like, are you a fan of like animation, just like art in general? Like if something's like a spectacle, you're like, ooh, like this is all I need.
I like this story. I like characters that I guess I can relate to, and I don't know why, but it's not every anime that I get into. It's actually really hard for me to get into animes because I find most of them pretty cringe, to be honest with you.
Totally get it. Yeah, a lot of them are.
But like Death Note, I watched that at least like 10 times back to back after discovering it. It was so good.
What's another one? I really liked Vinland Saga. That one's about Vikings.
Vikings, eh?
Yeah, that one was about Vikings. But that one's also really sad too. Maybe I just like sad things. I'm trying to think of one that's not cringy. Cause like some of the ones I do watch, I can admit that they're like cringy. But like part of it's because I grew up with it. Like I grew up with Naruto, so like I recognize that Naruto itself is cringy. So I don't pretend that it's not. But it's just something I grew up with. I really like more recent animes. Like I really enjoy JJK. That one I don't really view as cringy as a lot of the other anime. A lot of the characters feel like pretty grounded. Then let's see, one of the Sentenced to Be a Hero is a little cringy with like the whole goddess thing. That's a little cringy. It's like a goddess that like stands by for validation all the time. That stuff's pretty cringy.
Now, gang, I also want to let you know that just because me and Orange are talking about all kinds of topics tonight does not mean we're unwilling to answer any questions about build guides that are on the channel or anything related to the game. So if you do feel like you want us to get back on topic, just let us know in the chat. Just ask a question about the game and we'll answer you or something. We're here for it.
Here for it.
It's just a chill night. It's what we do on chill nights when it's when I put chill in the title, it's because we're going to be rambling. We're going to be just like doing what friends do in party chats when you play together, you know? Same thing. Some nights it's more serious. It's more about the build. It's more about showing off a certain build. And some nights it's just a chill. It's just to talk.
Yep.
I like that. It's a good dynamic. Oh no, I'm only rank 36 on my Xbox character. I haven't been playing much on Xbox this season. You're gonna have to run me through some snakes, Orange.
Okay.
Just like, okay.
I may or may not lost my snake save, but that's fine.
Did
I'll
you?
get it back at some point.
I can help you get it back.
Yeah, I lost it because
Why don't we do that
I had to
tonight?
get EN06.
Oh, we only have a half hour.
No. It'll be fine. It'll be tomorrow's problem.
Not
Or as
cool.
I like to... I'll just say it's like my future self's problem.
There you go.
It's not current me problem. That's future me problem.
I feel it. I feel it. Alright.
Hit this bounty poster.
Bounties and chill. Hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're new, and turn on bell notifications. I live stream and upload weekly, and if you want to be notified when I go live, turn on the all notifications on the bell icon. GG.
I will agree, yeah. Have you ever watched any like the card game animes like Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes, actually, loved Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid.
You loved Yu-Gi-Oh?
I did actually, yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. Cause like I will agree, Yu-Gi-Oh that was cringe.
It was cringe, but I was a kid and I was like fully into it.
Okay, yeah, I can get that. I get it. Yeah, I understand that. I liked Naruto, but like
Digimon.
Naruto got Naruto. I'll be honest, Naruto messed me up.
Naruto messed you up?
Yeah, cause like what, like oh my gosh, like the most favorite character. Okay, I'll give it a little bit of back so you can understand. One of the characters in Naruto was just like my grandfather. Like, it was like the characters were like pretty much the same. There's like one guy they call Pervy Sage. You could probably guess from the name, whatever. He was just a perv. Grandpa was the same way. Just a perv. He was funny, but he was a perv. And my grandpa passed, and I was like, that sucked. And then, not even a month later in the show, the character Pervy Sage passes. And I was like, I can't do this. I was like, I can't.
You're like, this is too much.
Yeah, I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy that they did this to me.
Valid crash out.
No, I was like, this is insane. I was like, this is such an amazing character. And they're like, and they're dead. Brutal death, by the way. Not even like a... Oh. You know when a show like subverts your expectations, but like in a good way?
Yep.
That's what they did to me. Yeah, it was super shocking because you thought he won. Everyone thought he won, and you're like, yeah, that's my boy, and then nah, Ryder had other plans. Yeah, that was. There's a ton of episodes, like a ton of filler, really, but that's a really good one because it gets into like philosophy, and it gets deep on a lot of stuff. So I like it for that. I like the thought-provoking stuff, you know? Something like after I'm done watching it, I'm like actually reflecting on what's being said. Not that there's anything wrong with like just dumb fun. There are some animes I watch that are dumb fun.
I started playing an anime game. It's a gacha game, actually. Tower of Fantasy. It's an MMO, and it's actually pretty good. Like, it has pretty bad reviews, because apparently when it came out, it was, like, super gacha. Like, you couldn't do anything without spending money, but then they removed that, and they made the gacha more optional. And I will agree, you can actually start playing the game and get right into it at the start, and, like, customize your character right from the start, and have, like, a lot of customization. It's actually decent, and I got right into it. I started having a blast, actually. And it was funny because they have such a small player community, like active community, that every time I play, I see the same names in the area chat. And like every time they see me come on, they keep saying game alive. They keep spamming game alive because apparently I'm a legit new player that they don't see very often. You know, they thought I was an alt account, but like I was asking them questions about the game and they're like, oh, she's actually new. They're like, game alive, game alive. They were like spamming the chat. It was so funny.
Not dead, it's alive.
It's alive. So the community's pretty funny and they're fun to play with. They've been helpful, and yeah, it's like the same 10 people, but it's not every time I play, but I have noticed like the same, there's like a gamer tag xXMsGLASSXx, so it's like similar to my gamer tag, so that's why like I notice it right away when I see it in the area chat. And she's been in like almost every world I'm in, so it's definitely a small community, but it's a lot of fun. And what's cool about it is this, I'm entering the second story. So they've done like DLCs, right? And each DLC just brings like a new story to the game, and you play through this story, and it's actually really immersive. It has a very kind of cinematic storyline where you do some things, you do quests basically, you go around attacking, killing bosses and liberating areas, and then like there's raids too. There's raids and there's stuff like that, but if you want to just do story stuff, you can. And the neat thing is, this new story I'm going into, I've actually saved it. I haven't started playing because I think it would be so fun to stream, because the story is all based around Evangelion, that like anime. I don't know if you heard of it, but it's kind of
I know the anime you're talking about. It's so you say it in the French accent. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how else to say it, just because it's from my childhood and like that's what we called it.
Exactly. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I've never heard it with the French accent. But yeah.
Neon Genesis Evangelion. I don't know how else to say it, my guy. Like that, it just comes out.
I know. Yeah, that's what's interesting.
So, yeah, it's so that second part, that second main story I went into is,
you're gonna feel like the English and like way of saying that. You're gonna think that's like a butchering of the word.
why say it? I want to hear you say it.
Hold on. Let me get the
It's
get
like,
the full Google. Hold on.
good night, Big Mark. GG. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
So say it again, and I'll say it right after.
Evangelion.
It's so different for the English way. So how for like the English way would be Evangelion.
What?
Yes.
I would have never thought.
Yo, Evangelion would be. I knew what you were talking about as soon as you said it, but like, yeah, I just had to go like, pause for a minute because like, yeah, it's way different. And with my limited French knowledge from taking those classes, yeah, it's way different.
It's just like how I say gold bouillon, you know? Every time I say it in like
God, the French.
in my
Yep.
every time I say it in my uploads talking about gold bouillon, I always get corrected by some grammar freak in the comment section, like freaking out that I didn't say it right. And I'm like, dude, like accents exist. People from around the world say things differently. What can I say? It's not wrong just because I say it differently if you understood what I'm talking about. It's an accent, my guy. I'm French. You know, like I feel like people like that expect you to like curb your accent for their vocabularism. If that's even a word.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was funny. That was just the wild difference in the name there. I was like, Evangelion.
I would have never thought. See, if I was to try and say it in English properly, I would have probably thought it sounds like Evangelion.
I could see that. But yeah. It's really funny. Cause what's another it's like words that end in like BLE, right? In like English, right? If I went like able. What's funny is in French, doesn't that come out a little differently? It's not like it goes bull.
What word?
Like if I already like when you use words that like for like in English when they end in like BLE. Right? Like if I go able.
Able?
Yeah.
So
and I was like, doesn't French kind of just go bleh?
yeah, like érable.
Okay, right? Okay. So like because like I remember South Park made fun of it, but I knew from like some of the classes or whatever I had taken that it would just like certain combination of letters would come out that way. So like you may have caught me sometimes, but I like it's not impossible, but improbable.
Yeah.
Like I'll just.
Well, you are right, because like I said maple, I said the word maple, but in French it's érable, and it ends like that. It ends with ble.
Yeah, that's what it's always like. It's always just seeing the differences. I find them entertaining to see like.
You want to
Because
hear?
in my mind, I'm like, there's no other way you could pronounce BLE, right? It's just French are like, hold my beer.
Yo, you want to hear a funny French word? Like it's so strange. Even I think it's weird.
What's the French word?
Cotton candy. Guess what it is in French?
Oh my gosh, isn't this like, hold on. Does it start with a B? Hold on, give me a minute. It'll come to me.
You could probably do pinpointers if you want, Nate, but bullies would work really good too.
Right, okay, because like... Yeah, it does start with a B. Is it?
It does start with a P. It translates word for word completely different.
Well, French is notorious for that. I think I might be misremembering, maybe, but I think French have a saying where like hangover, but like if you were to translate it word for word, it's like your hair hurts.
Basically, so like cotton candy in French, translated word for word is dad's beard, but it sounds like this: ba ba papa.
That's a fun word, though.
Like, say it really
That's a fun word.
fast. Ba ba pa. It's super funny.
That's a fun word, though.
I've always found it really funny compared to like the English version of it. It's just cotton candy.
I gotta be a little more nasally with it. It's cotton candy. Cotton.
Yeah, dad's beard, apparently.
Dad's beard. Eating dad's beard. You know what's crazy? I can't even open my messages. That's crazy. Thanks, Xbox.
Yeah, that's always a funny one. I remember telling my cousin that because he's American. And we were talking about like French words versus English words, and I dropped that bombshell on him, ba 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 ba, and he just like freaked out. He lost it laughing. He kept making me say it. He's like, say it again. Like every time he sees me.
Yeah, I feel like one time I was trying to be funny in one of the like in college or something with like French, and then
GG, down to fight.
They're like, oh, just like learning certain like phrases or whatever, and I thought it'd be funny if I was like, oh man, my hair hurts, and that my French teacher is like, that you're telling me you're hungover. I'm like, what? I thought I was being funny and saying my hair hurts, but apparently that's actually how you say you're hungover.
She like calls the school security or the police. We have a drunk student.
You're in college, you're hungover. And I'm like, oh, I had no idea that's what that meant.
The more you know.
Yeah, right? I was like, well, that's an embarrassing way to learn that phrase. Go me.
Oh, neat. Someone has the new bundle. Cute.
The new bundle.
All match. Well, I don't know if it's really new, but oh, that's so cute. That dress is cute. It has like a little see-through portion of it at the bottom.
Whoa, a see-through dress. What are you doing?
Well, no, it's very conservative. It's very conservative. It's cute. Blue hair and everything.
Where?
Blue hair, don't care.
Blue hair and conservative? This is impossible.
An imposter.
Imposter among us. Wait a minute. I have too much brain rot tonight. It's all circling around. There are so many bundles in the shop, I can't even keep up.
Yeah, they're doing like a bundle fest right now. It's time to spend all your Adams gang. There's actually some decent bundles.
It's so... Cotton Candy in French sounds like Bobbity from Dragon Ball Z.
She's probably wondering why she just got mogged. Most likely. She's probably like, what's going on? Everyone was like around her.
Gotta start aura farming.
We were checking out the dress, the see-through parts.
Of course. The server's just full of pervs.
It's the meta orange. What can you expect?
I can't accept it.
So orange, what's the meta in Warframe? Is it still the pepper shaker?
Oh my god, it's the only thing that Warframe is missing. It's just like a straight power fantasy, so like literally like anything can work. But I have a lot of fun with just... How would I describe it? Hold on. I go pretty crazy with Garuda. Garuda is a gore frame. She slits her own wrists to get energy that you use to do abilities.
Orange,
that just
chill out.
That's what she does.
Stuff like that, my guy.
That's what she does.
We're on YouTube. Oh my god.
And of course, Garuda has a very curvy appearance.
There we go. I was waiting for it.
Yep, that's the meta.
Wanting
It's
to
funny,
run a melee build with a sniper type weapon. Do you run any melee weapons? Yeah, we do have a melee build on the channel. The Infinite Glow Ghoul. It's a cool build, but you could adapt it as a human. It uses what? Isn't it the Overgrown Gauntlet? Or
Oh, you could use Deathclaw or the Ugwa. I like the Ugwa.
the Agua, yeah, the Agua Gauntlet from one of the events. I think it's Safe and Sound drops the Agua Gauntlet. I could be wrong, but
Is Beast of Burden. I think it's Beast of Burden.
Okay, I knew it was one of the two from the Blue Moon update. Yeah, that one hits really hard. It's a very good melee weapon. You want to look out for the Agua Gauntlet or the Deathclaw Gauntlet. Those are really good melee.
Yeah, Zaku's pretty good. I don't like
GG,
using
Jason.
Zaku only because I feel like he's pretty much autopilot. I could literally go make myself breakfast playing Zaku. I don't have to pay attention. I had to click a button once every like 40 seconds. I like being a little more involved in the gameplay.
It's the first night in like 3 live streams that Xbox pulls ahead.
Oh, heck yeah!
Yeah, I've been asking every stream what you guys play on.
Represent.
And PC keeps winning.
Represent.
So it's interesting. Makes sense though, we are on Xbox tonight.
Oh, and the Warframe they just came out with is one that's a painter. And I don't quite understand it.
A painter?
Yeah, you paint like shadows that become reality. It's pretty neat looking. I have to mess with her a little bit more before I, give it like an honest review. I gotta start another bounty. Where's my bounty board?
Where's the vendor?
It's crazy that I can't even access my messages. That is insane, actually. Thanks, Xbox. You're doing great.
It is really struggling tonight.
Oh, and I figured out that how to set up the build for the 0 legendary perks, 0 buffs, like the bare minimum.
Nice!
I got that.
Bare minimum
work
pepper shaker build.
consistently. Although it is using an aristocrat, so you do have to have caps, but that shouldn't be an issue.
No, it's not that hard to
Otherwise-
get caps now.
Right? I was like, and if you don't have aristocrats on that, it takes like a year for the shield to drop off you in 06.
It's really bad, yeah.
But yeah, I haven't really messed. Like, I want to do the Dom Pedro. The problem is the 2-shot explosive variant of the Dom Pedro is just like so significantly like better. But at the same time, it's also not supposed to be performing that well.
Oh, GG, Daddy Stovepipe. I also play on my ROG Ally. Actually, I have Warframe installed on my Ally, and it's like the best game to play on my Ally. It actually maxes out the 120 hertz screen to 120 FPS, which is like the only game I have installed that can actually do that. So it's a very well optimized game, and it runs really well in the Ally. Definitely try it if you haven't. Runs fantastic on the Ally.
I was like, not sure what to do with that build yet, because it's like I don't want to push a build that's super reliant on the two-shot explosive stuff right now.
Not until like it's confirmed that it's either working correctly or not. I'm not doing any build guides with it.
I think with them not like saying right away, it pretty much tells you that it's not supposed to be that way.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense. The description says 75% damage for the second projectile.
Yeah, it's literally just doubling the damage.
Well, gang, that's gonna be it for tonight. It's 11 p.m., so that's the end of the stream. I want to thank everyone who joined the stream and chatted it up with us tonight. It was a lot of fun. It was a little different than our usual conversations, I guess, but I had fun. I think it was a fun stream. Nothing wrong with different, you know? And thank you, Orange, for joining the party and hanging out with us and launching bounties for us and nukes. Really
yeah, no
appreciate it.
problem. And it's on Discord. Apparently I sound cleaner on Discord.
You sound so good on Discord. We're gonna definitely be recording through that instead.
Awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight, folks. I'm Miss Glass. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. GG!
Stay classy, everybody.
I left our Discord link in the description if you want to find a community to play with. I also left our official Glass Gang link if you want to join the Glass Gang. There's no obligation to join our membership link to join our Discord. Have a great night and thank you for watching.